So it's February 2025. What's going on with the housing market? So, the big thing, of course, for the last 5 years, the story has been interest rates. Rates right now are probably falling between 6 and 6.5. They've gone up, gone down a little bit, but we're kind of still in that window, and I think we're probably going to be here for at least another 2-3 months. I don't think we're going to see any dramatic changes either way. So, what is the winter months look like and with the snow on the ground? We haven't had this really for a while with these cold weather, where less people are putting their homes on the market. Some buyers have decided to kind of not, buy right now, but we still have more buyers than sellers. The supply definitely is not enough for the demand that's out there. So what are some of the advantages of buying during the winter months? Number one, it's a little bit less competition, okay? And when you tackle in that the rates went up a little bit and a little bit less competition, kind of put some of those buyers on the back burner. So if you're ready and that house is up there, it's a great time to buy. One of the things Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Go opposite the trends. I was at a conference and a lot of other parts of America are seeing weakening or softening. Not that we're not seeing it at all. We're seeing it on certain sectors, out there, but the home that everybody wants is still going pretty strong. So, I think we're going to get some of that residual, probably not this year, maybe next year, the year after, depending on what happens with rates, the economy and all that. But the point is, if you're looking to buy right now, you got a little bit less demand out there. Try to take advantage of it. A little less homes to choose from, but if that one is out there that makes sense for you, pull the trigger. Buying in the off season, long term overall really does well. You'll see some of the slides below, that NAR put out that, you'll see kind of as homes are sitting on the market a little bit more, especially with colder weather, sometimes you get a little bit better deal. So it just depends on what's going on. Lisa Strivent, chief economist, Bright MLS, said, during any given year, home prices tend to be at their lowest point of the year in January, February. Prices typically are lower during the winter. Is lower. As a result, if you're looking to buy this year, it may make some sense to do your home shopping in January, February, when you may or may not be able to get a better price. So when you look at it, like I said, when there's snow on the ground and really cold, that does really affect the demand. Last couple of years, we haven't had it, so we're seeing how this is kind of impacting things a little bit now. Without a doubt, prior to the pandemic, prior to 2009, people would be staying in their home longer. From 1985 to 2008, the average was 6 years. Now what we're seeing, because of interest rates being lower, people are actually staying in their homes longer. The average now is 9.3 years. So that's, once again, one of the reasons why we're seeing low inventory, definitely here and throughout the country. Redfin had put out, 2025 will be a renter's market. Many Americans will remain renters or become renters. While the cost of buying a home will increase, rental affordability will improve. We expect the median U.S. asking rent to remain flat year over year in 2025. There will also be more rentals coming to the market. So that's an interesting concept. A lot of people haven't been able to buy in the last few years because of pricing, because of bidding wars, and just fatigue of the market. So they decided to rent. As you see a lot in the area, a lot of these new construction buildings are rental buildings. So as they become completed, we're seeing more available rental, properties out there, which will bring down, pricing because the supply will increase. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the housing market. If renting becomes a little bit easier and the prices get a little bit more in line, with cost today, some more people may rent instead of buy and hold off another 3 to 5 years. Without a doubt, Americans' opinion of best long-term investment, 36% real estate. No doubt about it. I've been doing this for 22 years. I've seen the most increase in people's net worth through owning real estate. There's a saying, 90% of millionaires get through by real estate, and it's so true. So without a doubt, housing is still your best bet out there. A record percent of Americans are planning to buy a home this year. Share of people hoping to buy a home in the next 12 months is up about 15%, where we saw in 2021, which was a super high market with the low rates, about 11%. So it's expected that a lot more people are going to attempt to buy. If we see some more inventory come on, like in other parts of the country, we do see more inventory that it's more a balanced market, or in some markets, a buyer's market. If we see that more inventory come on, we'll see a little bit more stabilization and more people looking to buy right now. So overall, we're still pretty healthy. I see strong things in our future. Once the weather breaks and it warms up a little bit, I think we'll see a little bit more of that inventory get ready to come on. But overall, rates are, relatively stable. We'll see what the economy does overall. But people need a place to live, and housing is still that number one long-term investment. So we're seeing strong markets. Prices are stable to increasing on average, and looking forward to a strong spring market.